Sherman and Tingle in the morning.
Yesterday in the news, I brought up this story about how in England they are banning phones from the classroom to help kids keep focus. And the question was, do you think they should start doing that here? You're a teacher. If you're a parent, I'd love to hear your response of what you think about that. Should phones be banned in classrooms here, like completely?
Well, who would say that they wouldn't be? I think CPS, somebody did text yesterday that CPS doesn't allow them in the classroom, but I know that so many do.
All in the Chicagoland area. There's people who bring phones in school.
I know. I think my son is able to bring his phone in, but they use it for all these different things now. They need to look things up. And it's weird how everything has gone that way because I think I even said to you in news yesterday, I'm like, remember, it was such a big deal if you had a calculator. Even if you had a watch that had a calculator on it, it was the end. You got to take that off. You got to take off that watch. Would there really be anybody that would not be for that to just get up? Because it's such a distraction. Think about it at home. I can't even talk to my kids half the time. I'll say, hey, how's your day? Zombified. He's in a zombie mode.
They got their phones, they're accessing the, social media, TikTok, sending pictures to other friends of their half face looking off in the distance.
Look at the phone is already. Hey, the phones are already ringing. Look at that. Apparently there is. Ken in Silver Lake. What's going on, Ken?
The phones. They don't need phones in classrooms. We're already giving them iPads and laptops to search stuff in the classroom. They don't use books as it is. Why they need another device? In the past, I would take Boy Scouts out on trips, and before I left on a trip to take a group somewhere on an outing over a weekend or for 2 weeks, hey, all those devices get collected. They turn everything in.
All right. Well, hold on a second. Hey, wait, let's go to Jennifer. Jennifer, are you there?
I think your last caller sounds a little bit dumb because phones do a lot of good for kids in school these days.
Like what? They can't even add. You put them in the McDonald's.
First of all, when you were a kid, do you remember when you brought a calculator in the classroom? That is today's calculator. Okay, you're old, and I know you don't get it.
Jennifer.
So that's what they're doing.
Well, when you watch the kids, or you go to a garage sale, we got people that can't even add and subtract to give change because they're so used to using calculators.
Well, that's because they're denied their phone, or they can use a calculator to figure those things out, sir.
How are they going to function in today's universe, in today's society?
They can't. They can't
well,
add it.
Should we just send them to the Boy Scouts?
Well, we teach a lot of skills in the Boy Scouts and all those organizations down the road. So,
Jennifer, be nice. Be nice. He was just pointing out the fact that they can't add at garage sales.
Well, I apologize if I was insensitive because I think that's not a good thing at all. But I think what he said is borderline moronic. So.
That's not improving anything by what you just said there. Ken, we love you.
Thank you so much, but I think that you're missing the big picture here. We're trying to make children to be citizens of good citizens.
The universe.
And to be good citizens, they have to be well-rounded. And technology is great. Don't get me wrong, but there's a point where certain things have to stop. I mean, the kids have to use their brains, not their calculators. Yeah, they can use.
Well, don't you think when the kids use their phone, they're not using their brains? They're being creative. They're sending TikToks. They're sending.
Being creative is not using a calculator. A calculator is not creative.
Well, let me finish what I was saying. That kids do things. They create movies on their phone. They create TikTok videos. They do things that are really, advanced.
And they don't need to do that in the classroom.
You couldn't do. I'm talking.
They don't need to do that in the classroom unless they're specifically there to do that.
You get very angry, Jennifer. He's being very calm.
Well, he's interrupting me, and I don't appreciate that.
I don't believe
the kids. Listen, the kids in the classrooms are not a distraction to teachers. They're on their phones for educational purposes. Okay, they're not sitting there having open conversations with friends and family. They are literally studying, literally.
So are you a teacher in a classroom?
No, I am not.
Okay, so let me ask you this: how often do you have children?
No, I do not.
Okay, so when was the last time you sat in a classroom?
90.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you this.
90.
I think you're a little out of touch. Okay, with today's children in the school.
Okay, first of all, what you just said right there, that is racist. Okay?
Jennifer, will you nothing that was said was not at all. Hey,
first of all, do you have kids, sir?
I do have children. I do have grandchildren.
Okay, are you a teacher?
Am I a teacher? No, I am not a teacher.
Exactly. Then you have nothing to say.
I have taught many children.
All right, hold on. Hey, Ken. Hey, we love you. We love you. We love that you listen to the drive. All right, hold on a second. There's a lot of people. Dell and
I don't understand these people. They just don't understand that technology is good for kids' minds.
Dell in Kenosha, what would you like to say? Go ahead.
Well, first, I think Jennifer needs to get some brains in her head.
Your name is Dell.
No idea
don't talk
what
to me.
Do not put down his name just because his name is Dell.
What is this, planes, trains, and automobiles?
Listen, let Dell talk. Go ahead, Dell.
Well, Jennifer, I think you should really start to think about this society right now because our future is screwed with this upcoming generation.
I completely disagree. I think great things are about to happen. They're going to be doing things with technology that can help you do things like change your name if it's moronic. You know, you can do great things online.
That is so ridiculous. Jennifer, why can you not just be nice? They're trying.
I'm being attacked by this guy.
They're not attacking you. Dell is just trying to state his opinion. It's not an attack on you.
Yeah, I went to school in the 70s and 80s, early 80s.
Yeah, you're old.
That was an age drop. Age drop.
Okay, I'm old.
People of your age just don't get it, sir. I'm sorry. I don't mean offense, but you just don't understand.
You don't mean to offend. You already went after his name. Dell, we love you. We love you, Dell. Hold on. I believe it's. Is it Rigo?
Rigo? Yes, Rigo.
Rigo. Go ahead. Rigo from Chicago. You say Jen is wrong.
I think she's wrong because the kids do need to learn the basics first in the classroom. They can use the phone. Yeah, they can be very creative. My son is very creative on the phone. But he knows that, phones don't belong in school while they're learning. I'm with Dell. The kids need to learn basics first, to succeed in life.
Okay, but Vigo, listen.
Not Vigo. He's not Lord Vigo from Ghostbusters.
What was his name? I'm sorry.
Rigo.
Rico, listen, you got to understand that the kids are using their phones in ways to help them understand problems. If they if they can't figure out something, they can Google answers. They could really understand something that maybe a teacher cannot convey. Does that make sense?
That, but that's why they have laptops. That's why they have tablets in
What's
school.
What's the difference between a laptop and a phone, sir?
They're limited to the kids not being distracted by other applications that they shouldn't be with.
Yeah.
Well, they're in school.
Give me an example of something that is a distraction, sir.
They are very tempted to get messages, texts from the other students, and that can distract them.
Well, maybe they're communicating with their classmates to help better understanding, a.k.a. being a tutor.
Phones cannot be allowed in school only if it's in their pocket for emergency reasons.
All right, for emergency purposes only. All right. Let's one more here because
Vigo.
His name is not Vigo. Vigo. I understand how you could get that from that.
Why am I drippings with goo?
Let's go to one more here. John and Bartlett. You're the last one here to talk to Jennifer from Hinsdale about phones in the classroom for kids.
They're good.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question for you. Actually, I got a statement. Kids don't need their phones in the classroom. My daughter and her friends, they text each other while they're in class when they're sitting 2 tables away because they can't talk. Not to mention all their other friends that are in another class. They don't use their phones for anything studious or anything in the classroom. I don't know where you're coming up with this, but obviously you don't have any kids in the high school age and don't understand what's going on.
How do you know that? How do you know they're not using it for studious? Are you there?
No, but I know. I ask them.
Yeah,
I talk to them.
You don't know anything because you're old and you just
communicate.
Understand it.
Jennifer, be nice.
I communicate. I'm not an idiot like you. Oops, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can communicate via online, via a phone. That's communication, sir.
Okay, so I'm communicating with my friend that's sitting 2 tables away in a classroom. So what's that doing?
If the rule is you can't talk, you abide by the rule and you don't talk. You send a text.
Okay, so what good is that doing? What good is that doing?
Well, you're not breaking the rules.
How is that being good? How good is that using your phone for something good when you're doing
Jennifer,
stuff like that?
I don't think you're not turning anybody's opinion
well,
here.
I don't know. What does John do for a living?
What does that have to do with it?
Because it shows
I'm a professional. Put it that way.
He's a professional. Get it?
A professional gambler, maybe.
Listen.
Yeah, right.
Or drinker.
Now, listen. Okay, that's enough. All right. Hey, we appreciate you listening. John. Thank you.
Hey, no problem.
All right. Yeah, well, Jennifer, I don't think you swayed anybody.
Well, people should open their minds. It's a new world.
It's a new world. Thank you.
The Sherman and Tingle Show. Mornings on 97.1 FM The Drive, Chicago's classic rock.